Okay, hello, good morning, everyone. So, in this particular video, we're going to be learning how to create folk tales stories with narration. They are not the ones talking, it's going to be a narration, but it will be showing these things and all that. So, first of all, most of all these stories, to create all these stories, you need to have an idea. So if you don't have an idea, you can take your time, go to YouTube, go to TikTok, check out all the stories people are creating, or just you need to find an idea. But let's say you don't even have, you can also come to ChatGPT to ask for ideas. But it's good for you to just research and see what people are already doing and they're excelling in it, and you can look for a way to, don't go and copy them verbatically, or you need to just pick up their ideas and you run with it. So in this folktale story, I'm just trying to, is a common story most of us know. So I just told it to give me a short story of a wicked stepmother who was wicked to his stepdaughter. Okay, this should be she. She sent her to the village stream to punish her on a day that is not for going to the stream, but the gods remembered her and blessed her. So this is the story I want to write on. So I send the prompts and let's see what ChatGPT is going to come up with. So you can see it's already coming up with something. Okay. So in a small village surrounded by tall trees, blah 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 blah. So it have already given us a story. So now it's even asking us, we want to turn it to all these YouTube narration scripts. So you can just come here. Oh, sorry. Okay. Can come here and tell it to turn it to a YouTube narration script. Okay. Okay. You now send. Okay. It has written the title for us, and it has written the title. It has written the script for us. So here is it, and so here is it. So now we're going to be asking it to give us the AI. We're going to be asking it to give us AI. That's the to create the characters in this image, this particular story. So you come here and you paste this. So I told you to please give me AI generated 3D scenes because I want to use 3D scenes, 3D characters. But if you don't want to use 3D characters, you can tell it to give you realistic characters, but I want 3D characters. So I'll write 3D. So it's going to give me, wait, let me indicate, give me AI generated 3D prompts. Please give me AI generated 3D prompts. Sorry, prompts. Because if you don't indicate prompts, it might start creating the image for you. To create the characters in the scenes with consistent character. So you now send, let's see what is going to bring out for us. Okay. Okay. So you can see, oh, it gave us in code. It gave us in code. We can still copy this. So it said ultra realistic 3D character, young African girl named 15 to blah blah blah. So this is the description. So this is chapter 3, when she the mystical water. So he gave the prompts according to the scenes. This is the description according to the scenes. This is scene 1. So this is how scene 1 will look like. This is scene 2. This is how scene 2, the like what is happening in the scene 2. This is the this thing. So we're going to be creating the images for all the scenes, all the scenes. So this is scene 1, Amara Karen wooden broom in a rural village. So e didn't add the description here. So when you can copy it, you can copy and paste this and go back. See the description of Amara. This is the description of Amara. You put it there. So maybe let me tell it to add the description of, let's see if it will add it. Add um the description of each characters in the scenes. Okay, because if it doesn't add it, that means when we copy paste this Amara prompt, we are going to edit it. Here it says use the exact Amara description. We might I need to add it, but let's see what it's going to give us. Okay. Okay, yes, this is much more better. So this is much better. So we are going to be creating the different images for our scenes. Later we will now animate it. Remember this in this video they are not talking. It's just going to be a narration. Like you'll be seeing the action, but someone is somewhere narrating the story. So for this particular one, we'll be using Gemini also to create the images. You can also use Whisk, but let's use Gemini to create the story. So you open up your Gemini and you go to a new chart and as usual create image, then you create image, then you paste the prompt. Remember we are creating it according to the scenes. This is scene one, the camera or the how scene one will look. So you put it, okay, okay, it's loading. So maybe I'm just going to create for three scenes so it will not be so long. So the video will not be so long, but this is how you're going to be getting it. So we'll wait for scene one to finish creating. Hey, look at scene one. But I said 3D. So why is it not giving in 3D? I don't like this. I wanted it to be all this like kind of cartoon character. It's giving me realistic ones. So let me go back to my prompt again and tell it the characters should be in 3D pixel characters. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. So all these kind of characters that look like animations. So we'll go to a new chart again and select create an image, and we're going to be pasting the prompt again. So let's see what it's going to create for us. Okay, most times sometimes ChatGPT hallucinates, so you have to be the one ahead. This is what I want. So this is the first thing. Remember the first thing, Amarachi is actually doing her house chores. So in this same chat, don't go to another chat though. In this same chat, we are going to be creating the second scenes. I don't know, the most times this creating the pictures in the same chat, it kind of gives oh, oh, I've reached my limit for today. Wow. Okay, let me just pause this video and switch to my pro account. I have a pro account. Okay, let us use weeks because I've exceeded my Gemini limit for the day. So most times what you normally do in this kind of situation, you have a lot of Gmail and you log into them. So but I have a pro account, but I've not logged it into this system before. So and I just want to quickly finish it. So you paste, we start again to create the images. You paste the prompts and create. Okay. So let's see what is bringing out for us. You can see The images, they even almost, I think I even prefer this one from Whisk. This one looks better. See what Gemini gave us. Gemini, the stepmother's wicked is really wicked in. Okay, so it has given us the first prompt. Let's go and copy the second scene. Okay, let's copy the second scene. You come here, remove this one and paste and send. Let's see if it will look consistent. Okay, okay. So what do you think? You see, they still look alike. They still look alike. Look at it. It's because we're already maintaining the description of the this Amara, and we are maintaining the description of the wicked stepmother. So it's likely going to look alike. So let's go back to the third one. We copy the third scene as well, and we come over here and we paste it. There's another method also to get consistent image, but I'll be showing us because I'm creating a one more video. That this one now is how to create all these kind of Nollywood short series that is trending now. I'll be using that one, so you can see it's still looking the same. This is the third scene where she went to the stream to get the water. You see, look at it. Look at the the first one. Look at, they all look alike because in the prompt, the description have been maintained. So let's go again and copy. I think I'll stop here. Okay, let me just. So I don't want this video to be very long, so I'll come here and I will send. Okay, okay. So you can see it's still the same clothes. You can see it's still the same clothes and it's still the same Amara. So because of the prompts here have given us the description of everything. So everything just looks consistent. So this is one way to also get consistent image. So but you can see this one, the hairstyle changed. So you, when you are working with it, you will just save the images. So let's select the last one and then we'll go over to download our videos and we'll enter the next idea. So we send. Okay, okay, okay. So it's coming up. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't really, I think the hairstyle changed. So let's try to recreate it again. Let's try to recreate it again because now the hairstyle is changing. Okay, because it has to be, the hairstyle is something like this. Okay, let's see what it's going to create. Oh, it's still the same thing. um you can either use it, or you can also edit the, you can edit the generated one. So let's say we want to go with this one. Okay, we can go with this one. See, the hair is all back here, so we can use this one. So let's go to the next one. Am I returns home blessed? Have we generated this one? I don't know. Okay, let's just go copy it. Okay, so we remove this, paste the new one, and then we send. But in a way, if we were creating and it's still not giving us, this is not giving us the exact Amara. It's not giving us the exact Amara and the mother. So this is what we are going to do now. We are going to go back here and save this image. That's this image of Amara and the wicked stepmother, because she has to, it's the same day now, so she does not have to look at the stepmother have already changed. Okay, it's still looking like the clothes. Yeah, they still look alike, but let's say I wanted to get the exact thing gone. I can come here and add the image. that image of the stepmother, so that and Amara, so that maybe he can use that idea also to create an image that will look very similar. So let's try this. Okay, let's try this. It's adding up the image because I okay. Yeah, it has added the image. So let's try to recreate it again and see. You also have to make sure that this image here is selected, or if that's telling the chat GPT, please use this image. It's telling ChatGPT to please use this image and create this one. So you can see, look at the clothes, look at the hair tie. You can see this is looking completely the same thing. It's looking completely the same thing. So now we've gotten all our pictures. We've gotten all our pictures. So what we're going to do, we download them. You download all the pictures. Wait, let me download accordingly. Okay, it doesn't matter too. So you go back, download all your pictures, the particular ones you want. You download all of them. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is to generate our voiceover, because the voiceover is going to be it's going to be it's going to be like someone is going to be narrating the voice over for us. So you can still go back to ChatGPT and tell it to create the tone someone is going to be using to be creating this voice over. So you can tell it to because in it's also AI that is going to be creating the voice over. So you can tell AI, I need a prompt, a voiceover prompt for the person that's going to be narrating it to you. So you can tell it, create um a Nigerian, because we want it to be sounding Nigerian, like, right? A Nigerian voice over prompt for 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 the story. Okay. Okay, so after this, getting the voiceover, we go over to get the animation, because that is a video now, so we have to animate the. Okay, let's just go step by step. So it has given us this prompt. This is the prompt that that they will use. So we'll copy the prompt. Now for the voiceover, we are going to be using this tool called AI Studio. Yeah, AI Studio. Okay. Okay. So this is the AI Studio. So let it open. So here we're going to be pasting the narrative, and it's going to create a voiceover for us. Remember all these things is all these things, they are all in your phone. So it's not limited to only laptop. So you can also use them with your phone. So look at the one we're going to be using, turn text into audio. So you select here, and here you can see it's the style instruction. This is the style instruction, and there is speaker one and there is speaker two. Let's find out the difference. So this is a if you have a if it's like you have speaker one and speaker two, you will be using them to create. But because we are using just one person, so let's delete this speaker dialog, and here is where we are going to be pasting the script. Then here is where we are going to be pasting that instruction. Remember, we don't want it to, we want this is a story. There's some stories, if you use some voice, it will not really be interesting. So this is why I had to go and tell ChatGPT to create a prompt for the voiceover, so it will really go well with this story. So here we got the prompt, and we paste that prompt here. So we'll be going back to ChatGPT. Remember that time we asked it to generate to generate a YouTube narration script. That script he gave us, we'll go and find it. Yes, look at it. Look at the script. We'll go and find it. But most times I don't copy and paste the script directly. I used to edit it. You have to remove this scene one slow and yeah, you need to remove it, but if you don't remove it, AI can always be AI. Sometimes it might end up trying to also say the same thing, it might end up trying to say this thing instead of using, that's not, it's not supposed to say it, but sometimes it might end up saying it. So to be on safe side, sometimes it's just good that you just crop it out. Okay, so let's copy it. So this is the story. I'll go to Google AI, and this is where you paste it. So I'll paste it. So most times what I used to do is I'll paste it on Google Docs, then I will edit all these things. But because of I don't want this video to be too long, I'm just editing it direct. You can also edit it direct, but it's just for you not to go and make mistake and delete what you're not supposed to delete. So this is how we're going to be doing it. We'll remove all these things so that this AI will not go and mumushly say scene 4, because I can't be listening to a story, you will not come and hear scene 4, scene 5, uplifting tune. How will it sound? So the story is too, if you're listening it because of the voice too, wow, there's some voice of story you'll be listening to, you just be your attention will be focused, you'll be trying to listening to the tone. So this is a call to action. This one is also important. When people finish watching your story, what do you want them to do? All this thing, like you say, if you found this interesting, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So this is what is something like that it looks. So you will now scroll down to, okay, we've added our story, our scripts. Okay, so let's scroll down to, you look at this place, they say run control. So you just click on it for you to generate the voiceover. So let's wait for it, for the voiceover to come. Okay, so it's generating the voiceover. Well, if it comes and you don't even like the voice, but if you don't like the voice, is this place we are going to be changing? But I definitely, most times this thing used to come out fast. You can see it says use a warm Nigerian female storyteller. So it's actually going to be a Nigerian female storyteller, and it's also going to try to imitate Nigerian accent, because the settings of the story is Nigerian accent. So it's not going to look good if let's say your story is a Nigerian accent, and the person doing the voiceover is now sounding like an American person. So this is what we're trying to do. So maybe I can pause and let the voiceover generate finish. Okay, so it has finished generating the voiceover. Look at it here. Okay, so you can see sounds the voiceover sounds good. So you can see it sounds good. So we are going to click here and we download the voiceover. We download the voiceover. So now we're going to, because the story, we're going to be using CapCut to, sorry, we're going to be using CapCut to edit this video, or in short, depending the one you have. So, and it's not going to be only the image. Now we want the video to be animated, let it be moving, and let the girl, for example, let the girl be sweeping, let the girl be walking to the stream. So you don't have to also stress yourself on what to say. You can still come to ChatGPT and tell it to create um you can tell it to create a grok, a prompt, to add movements to each scene. And we are using a Google Gemini, using Grok. Sorry, we are using Grok AI. Using Grok AI. So it's going to give us a prompt that we use to animate each of the scene. Okay? Okay. So you can see it has given us, AI is powerful. It has given us a prompt for each scene. Amara gently sweeps the ground in slow repeated movement, blah blah blah, you know. So it has given us the movement. So now we're going to be going to Grok AI. We'll put the image and we'll paste the movement. Okay. You see this file upload. Is either you click here or you click here, any of them. So you click here and you upload. You're going to be uploading image from the image. You remember the images will go from Gemini. We're going to be adding them here to animate it. So I'm just going to be doing only one because this video is already getting long. So this is one of the image. I upload it. Remember we asked the ChatGPT to give us a kind of animation that is going to have. So we go over to ChatGPT and copy the animation. I think this is the first image that I uploaded. So let me get what we want the video to be doing. Okay, so that's the scene one where she was sweeping the house. So this is it. This is it where she was sweeping the house, slightly slum, eye clinical. So let's copy it and go over to Grok to see what it's going to do for us. So we've added the image. Now before you start working on the animation or the video, you first of all, you know the type of video. Are you creating video for your, is it a video for your YouTube or your TikTok? So you come here, you can see these video options. You come here and it's this not, I'm used to using this on my phone. So the interface is actually looking different. So let me see. Um it's not here, but there is a place you will see where to set your video type. If it's a TikTok or image, maybe the next video I'll do, I will use my phone and see how it will appear. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, let's continue. You will now paste that animation prompt we got from ChatGPT. You paste it and you click on this arrow for it to create the video. Okay, so we're waiting for the video to be created. Okay, it's almost there. So you can see it has created. I see it has created. If you did not like what it did, you can, if you did not like how the sweeping came or you don't like the video, you can always redo it or you change the prompt and tell it what you want it to do. So this same way you go and add all the pictures and you're going to animate them one by one according to the scenes. So you can see there are different, there is scene one, scene two, three, four, five, six scenes. So you're going to do the same thing over for all the scenes. Because I don't want this video to be long, where we just did one. You saw what we did. You add the image, and add the prompt and create the video. If you don't like what it give you, you can always redo or change the prompt. Then after doing this one, for the second one again, you come back, add your picture, click file, upload the file, you add your picture again, and go over the same way. So for now we are doing only one. And for you to download, you can see the download you can see the downloadable way. You click on download, you click on download, then you go to your CapCut. I don't know if my CapCut will work because my CapCut usually hangs on this my laptop. So you go to your CapCut. Let me see if it doesn't work. I'll just explain it with my mouth. You go to CapCut, add the scene one by one. You add the first scene. After the first scene, you add the second scene. After the second scene, you add third, like that till you reach the sixth scene. Now, most times when you will be creating, you remember the audio, we got the audio. This is not going to work here. Remember the audio we got from AI Studio. You are now you add your videos, you add all of them. You can even do, if you add one video, you add one image, then you will now add the audio. Now when you add the audio, make sure that okay, this side is talking about scene one. Make sure that that place that they are talking about scene one, that all the pictures, like this is where she's sweeping. So if they are still talking about sweeping or talking about this scene one, it should be this video. If the video did not reach, you can duplicate it or add it again and make sure that this whole sweeping area covers up the scene one audio. So like that, scene two, you make sure the scene two covers all the scene two audio, you know. So when they're talking about sweeping or the mother, the stepmother talking about you will not sweep the compound early or something like that, let me show you. You make sure that the voiceover, like let me see, this is what we use for the voiceover, right? So this is what we use for voiceover. So you can see, in a quiet village surrounded by, she was kind, you know, her mother died. So all these things, uh you can for here sef, for dis place they said in a quiet village. If you want to do extra because me most times I used to do extra, you can in a quiet, dis place they said in a quiet village, you can go to, you can ask Grok also to create you dis village settings. You can put the village setting there named Amara. You can here you can also put the picture of only Amara, you know. You just make sure that all these things they are saying is rhyming with the video section. Like this place, they said this mother treated her, the stepmother treated her man like a servant. You will now add that place, now she's sweeping, you know. And one morning, the wicked mother decided to punish her. She sent Amara to this stream. You add all this one. So you just make sure that the videos are rhyming. But even as you're starting at first, you don't need to be perfect from time, you know, just keep growing and keep improving. So these videos, after you've created them, you can post them on Facebook. But remember, if you're posting on Facebook and TikTok, you will use the size of video for TikTok. If it's YouTube, you use the size for YouTube. So you post these videos. These videos are making waves. You know, this is how to create narration story where you don't need the people talking, you know, the audio will just be the narration of the story. So please, if you have any question, feel free. Please ask me, don't hold your questions. Ask me questions when you don't understand or if you're confused about anything relating to what we just did here. So remember, you use your CapCut to add accordingly and make it rhyme. So this is how to create a folktale narration story. Thank you.